Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to MMA X Vids. In today's video, we're covering the top 5 most horrifying MMA injuries of all time. If you enjoy this video, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment on what video you want to see next. Injuries happen in every sport, but in MMA, they can be particularly severe due to the nature of the sport. Compared to other sports like rugby, football, and many more, there is rules. Comparing this to MMA, this has to be the most horrifying sport in the world. Let's dive into some of the craziest injuries we've seen in MMA history. 1. Bellator 158. Evangelista Cyborg Santos suffers fractured skull after flying knee knockout by Michael Venom Page. As soon as this powerful flying knee landed, Santos knew what hit him straight away as soon as it connected. Santos dropped to the floor holding his head. There was a lot of fight talk between these two, with Michael Venom Page toying with Santos before the fight. After this horrifying knee to the head, there was a lot of talk with Joe Rogan on his podcast.
Caved in like that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I can imagine some trauma and some injuries, and I seen Cyborg was like, "Oh, I'll be fine, and I'll be fighting in 3 months."
Yeah, that's what he
said.
said.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
No,
what?
No, dude.
Like, look at his skull. That's insane.
In, dude. That's
Shown by the scans, there was a lot of damage done to Cyborg Santos, causing him to get surgery, and then later retiring because of this injury. This is one of the worst injuries that could have happened to this Brazilian fighter. 2. Up next is the Anderson Silva fee Chris Weidman. What happens in this clip I'm about to show you isn't for the faint-hearted, so look away at this next clip. Here on the date, December 28, 2013, UFC 168, Anderson Silva threw a leg kick directed at Chris Weidman, and Chris seen this coming, so he then put his leg out to check the kick, and Anderson's leg snapped mid-check.
Watch this, he checks it. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow! That's about as obvious as it gets. And as I told you, John Danaher, oh my God!
My goodness.
After this, Anderson Silva had to get surgery. A metal rod had to be placed into Anderson's leg on the break, so it fully healed. Anderson had many more fights in the UFC, so luckily this injury didn't make him retire. 3. Next up is Vicente Luque versus Mike Perry, UFC Fight Night, 156 August 10th, 2019. This fight went down in the history books as the worst nosebreaker yet. This happened deep into the 3rd round. After putting everything into this fight, most believed that Mike Perry was winning. Until Vicente Luque hit Mike Perry with a knee, causing Mike Perry's nose to flood the octagon with blood. The X-rays showed that his nose was most definitely broken. He also had to get surgery for this fracture as well, as shown in this picture. 4. Next up on the 4th worst MMA injury of all time is Alistair Overeem versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik, UFC on ESPN 7 December 7th, 2019. First up, Alistair was looking to be winning this fight with the rounds going to him so far. On the last 10 seconds, Jairzinho hit Alistair with a right cross, and it connected beautifully with his lip, sending him crashing down to the canvas and getting the win.
Feels like Alistair won the first 2 rounds of the fight. Oh! Jairzinho Rozenstruik finally gets it done. Wait! Oh my God. Wow!
This injury only lasted a couple of days, with him fully healing and fighting again within the same year. 5. This is the 5th and final injury on the list for today, and I hoped you enjoyed the video so far. Ion Cutelaba versus Devin Smith, UFC Fight Night, 192, September 18th, 2021. In the 2nd round of this fight, Cutelaba had Devin Smith up against the cage when he landed a powerful knee to Devin Smith's face. This then made his bottom row of teeth smash into the top of his mouth, causing his mouth to bleed. He had to have wire put in his mouth, acting like braces, so he didn't bite into his gum. Thanks for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe if you're new. Comment below on which injury you think was the worst and what video you want to see next.